Hello again. My name is Ruth Dickson from Heavenly Treasures Ministries, and today I bring you another message. This is a follow-on from my last message where I spoke about the dangers of social media. We live in an age where we have opportunities to use digital media for God's glory. And this message today is entitled, Seizing Opportunities in a Digital Age.
What are you searching for? Why are you here? I come to this place and I'm searching for my King.
Hello again. My name is Ruth Dickson from Heavenly Treasures Ministries. I'm here again to bring you a very short message. My last message was about the dangers of social media, where I spoke about Joseph and Queen Vashti. Today I'm going to talk about Queen Esther and how she was used, not for herself, but for a greater purpose as a woman of influence. The book of Esther starts with King Ahasuerus and a description of his wealth. The writer takes extra care to show us how wealthy he was. The wealth and influence and power of this king is also documented in history. And this is for a reason, to show you the extent of what she was given the opportunity to do. Today's message is entitled, Seizing the Opportunity in a Digital Age. And we're going to look at Queen Esther to see how she was able to seize an opportunity to do something very, very great. Under the guidance of her uncle, Mordecai, she was positioned in a place to help the children of Israel. Esther didn't go into the king's palace with a plan to save anyone. She went in there innocently on the advice of her uncle Mordecai. But what happened was that Mordecai pointed out an opportunity for her, an opportunity to look beyond herself to save people who were about to be killed. It was an opportunity that Queen Esther did not want to take. She was afraid, it wasn't what she thought she was there to do. But Mordecai pointed out to her that if she didn't take that opportunity, somebody else would. Mordecai is like the voice of the Holy Spirit speaking to us today. Every day we come across opportunities to share the gospel. Every day we're opportunes in our places of work, in school, on the streets, in our neighborhood, to be that voice that speaks of something far greater, that speaks for God, that turns people's hearts towards Christ. Esther was given an opportunity to save the children of Israel. It's an opportunity that she was chosen for. It was God who chose her, she was selected, she was elected for that divine purpose. Mordecai to Queen Esther was like the voice of the Holy Spirit, speaking to her and urging her to take that opportunity, to take that chance, to use her influence for a greater purpose. But I'd like us today to look at the greater purpose of the opportunities that we have on a daily basis. Some of you are in positions of influence, not for yourself, not for your own honor, but to speak for God, to be an ambassador for God, to be an epistle read of men, to speak. And Esther was the woman who used her opportunity beautifully. Many of us are in countries today, just like the United Kingdom, where we are technologically advanced. We have the opportunity to use the technology to share the gospel. Are you using the opportunities that you have on a daily basis for your own purpose, or are you using it for God's glory? Regardless of our backgrounds, regardless of where we come from, regardless of the countries we are in, we must seize these opportunities and use them for God's glory. Not everyone will be a Queen Esther. There will be some Ruths, there will be some Sarahs, there will be some Rachels, there will be some Abigails, people in situations that aren't beautiful, but we can use those opportunities that God presents regardless for His glory. What has God placed within you that you can use to influence those around you? Not for yourself, not for your own personal gain. Esther had to look beyond the privileges that she would have had as a queen, to look to the greater purpose, God's purpose for positioning her, to use her influence and her beauty to save people. I believe we're living in a time that we need to discern the times. We need to discern the season that we're in and use it effectively, because the time is short. You and I have something to pass on to the next generation. We're not just here for the sake of being here. We have influence, we have power, we have voices to speak, we have gifts and talents we can use for God's glory and honor. I like to use this example of chained lions. Sometimes you want to walk down a path, but all we can see, all we can hear is the roar of lions. But what we don't know is that these lions are chained. They can't do anything, it's just noise. So we shouldn't be afraid, we should be bold, we should be courageous to tell people about the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. To tell them about, give them your testimony, how did you get saved? Tell them about salvation, tell them about your expectation, the promises that you have as a child of God. So I'll leave it there, and till we meet again, it's Ruth Dickson. You can check out my website, www.gihonpublishing.com, and you can check out my ministry page, Heavenly Treasures Ministries, on Facebook. Bye.